A dog has a prey drive. If you look up that in the dictionary, it is an animal's ability to stalk, capture, and kill prey. No matter how sweet that little dog is, if that dog's prey drive was activated, you would not want to be alone in the room with that dog. When I heard that about 8 years ago from a Vietnam veteran, he kept talking about a dog having a prey drive, and I was fascinated by it. I go, humans have a prey drive. But it's not their ability to stalk, capture, and kill. It's their ability to see something with their eyes and to have the persistence and the intensity to pursue it. So the question then becomes, how do we unlock this prey drive? I'm kind of fascinated and motivated by why people start, but they don't finish, okay? So I always like to say motivation starts it, but discipline finishes it. But what really keeps us going from A to B, and I'm gonna introduce a term here that you're gonna see, and which is called prey drive. If you look up that in the dictionary, it is an animal's ability to stalk, capture, and kill prey. No matter how sweet that little dog is, if that dog's prey drive was activated, you would not want to be alone in the room with that dog. Everybody with me? When I heard that about 8 years ago from a Vietnam veteran, he kept talking about a dog having a prey drive, and I was fascinated by it. I go, humans have a prey drive. But it's not their ability to stalk, capture, and kill. It's their ability to see something with their eyes, that's optically, or in their mind, that's in their imagination, and to have the persistence and the intensity to pursue it. And this started kind of a 4-year study where I broke down all 20 motivational theories. There's 20 motivational theories. I deconstructed those theories and I codified those theories. And I started with the big question, why do people become complacent? Why can't they get activated? Why do they start with good intention and fail to follow through? And that work became the book Flip the Switch, which became a Wall Street Journal bestseller for me. And it was my theory of motivation. But what we're talking about here for the purposes of this is how do you stay activated? So it's either something I want or something I don't want to lose. Losing something can activate your drive, or the fear of losing something can activate your drive. Everybody with me? Okay, so if there's something, it's called mental subtraction. So any day I'm having a bad day and I'm not selling anything and I'm not making, I'm like, man, I got to give up something. I'm going to have to sell that lodge. If we don't hit our numbers, we're going to have to sell something that I love. And guess what that does? It activates that drive. So there's either something you want that would activate your drive, like I want to have a big exit. I want a big liquidity event. I want to be able to wake up and do what I want, when I want, with who I want. How many of y'all want that? Okay, so if you want that bad enough, then you would be activated. So prey drive is your instinct to go get it. There are 3 phases of this drive. Number 1, the drive must be activated. How often must this drive be activated? Every freaking day. So how do we activate this drive every day? Is we look at ourselves in 4 dimensions. So there's a body, there's a mind, there's a heart, there's a spirit. This is how I activate my drive every day. I do something for the body, right? Move, exercise, cold plunge, right? I do something for the body. I do something for the mind. I always train in the mornings. This morning, I was training on Price Pritchett Quantum Leaps because I watched that over and over and over and over and over, same video in the morning, and that activates my mind. I may do something for the heart. This is a passion. This is something that I love, okay? Do something for the spirit, something spiritual, body, mind, heart, spirit. Do something for all 4 parts of your nature to get activated. So number 1, we got to get activated every day. Number 2, there must be a persistence to this drive. So when you think about it, persistence, I need a structure. I need a structure to follow, to stick with a persistence to do things I don't want to do, to fight through my feelings. Amateurs listen to their feelings. And then there is an intensity. So it's like I got daily targets, I got daily goals. So I got to get activated daily, I got to be persistent daily, and I have to have an intensity daily. And if you ever study timelines and targets, you want to use time as a tool. You want to compress it, okay? So what compresses time many times for you when you're building a business? Strategic partnerships could compress time, right? Learning something faster could compress time. These are all things that could compress time, okay? If we're trying to figure out what actually could activate our drive, I want you to look at these things. These are 5 things I write about in the book that could activate drive. So fear of losing something can activate your drive. If you don't fear losing anything, then you most likely won't be activated. And that's called mental subtraction. So tell your brain you got to give something up if you don't hit your numbers. Now, we need a trophy to win. We need a competitor. We need somebody to wake up and compete against every single day. A trophy to win, a game to play. We need something to get up and pursue every day where there's a nemesis. How many of you ever had a real nemesis? Right? When I was a young basketball coach, an older coach who won all these championships, one night beat me by 43 points. I was 22 years old, and in basketball, they called it running up the score. So he pressed me and pressed me and pressed me right up into the game, and then we got to shake hands at the end, and you meet, right? You're walking to him, and I just wanted to just literally punch him right in the face, and I'm so mad on this young kid, and he stopped, and he looked at me, and he shook my hand, and he goes, "You didn't like getting beat that bad, did you?" And I said, "No, sir, I did not." And he said, "I got one suggestion for you, young man." He said, "Maybe you should get better." Now think about that. That activated something inside of me. I would not sleep trying to figure out how to beat him. And the very last game of the season, we played him again. And we were down 1 point with 12 seconds to go. And my player came down and shot, and it went in and out, and we lost by 1 point. And he walked over to me, and he shook my hand, and he said, "Congratulations, you got better." It took me 7 years to beat him. 7. But that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Yes or no? Yeah. We should value competition, because competition is our greatest teacher. There's somebody kicking your butt, you should go, "Man, that dude's kicking my butt. Man, she's kicking my butt. What are they doing to kick my butt?" So competition can activate your drive. Now look at this one, environment. Right? Environment. I'm a big believer that bringing people together where they can be activated, and we're on the phones together, and we're calling, and we're making outbound effort, and we're picking each other up, and we're going into battle together. They're environments of prey drive that activate. Exposure is when you see something, and once you see it, it's like, whoa, this is a big world out here. And then you got embarrassment. And this is like, man, I am personally embarrassed by where I'm playing at. Now let me finish with this. When I was a basketball coach, when the other team scored, I would teach my 4 to get the ball and run at this angle. I teach my point guard to do what's called a banana cut. I would teach my 2 and 3 to sprint. And then I would teach my 5, which is my big player, to go run as fast as she can down the court. I wanted to get the ball from here to here to here in 2.3 seconds. And when I got the ball here in 2.3 seconds, we would do what's called a direct drive. We would drive as hard as we can at the basket. And we would do this for 32 minutes. It was like, I call it 32 minutes of hell for the other team. That means every time you score, we're coming at you as hard as we can, as fast as we can, for 32 straight minutes. And here's what I found out. Very few people could handle that pace and intensity. What I really did was broke the spirit of the other team. And in the third quarter, here's what the other players would do. They'd put their hands on their knees. And I taught my girl basketball players, when they put their hands on their knees, it's over. So as soon as the other team did this about third quarter, my girls would look at me and go, "It's over." Little stone cold killers. I'm like, "It's over. It's over." Now, you'll hear people say, defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. And I do not agree with that. Offense wins championships. What is offense in business? Revenue, baby. Selling, touching, tagging, creating, lead generation, follow-up, conversion. When we don't know what to do, we do something. We're creating. We're creating. We're creating. How many of you already been prospecting this morning? Have you been working? I've been in my office prospecting. I've been walking around Nashville calling people, touching people, banging people, videoing people. 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Because I'm creating. I'm creating. Elbowing. Here we go. This is offense. So with this system, we won 74.7% of the time by playing like this, right? We're going to be bigger. We're going to be faster. We're going to be stronger. We're going to come at you harder. I got into the business world. Guess what I saw? A lot of defense. Just sitting there waiting on leads to happen, waiting on somebody to sell something, waiting on somebody to do something, versus creation. We are in the business of creation. Creating leads, creating business, creating opportunity. Right or wrong? Okay, now is the pre-drive activated? Good. Now we're going to have a great day today. Fair enough? Okay, let's go. Let's get at it, folks.